bounce, your booty bounce, your booty bounce, your
Into a motivational quote of the day. Success is not about destination. It's about the journey and the lessons learned along the way. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Real Vicky LaRose show, where we bring you the rawest, realest, and most authentic hip hop content straight from the book, straight from the streets. I'm Vicky LaRose, your host with the most, your guide through the world of rhyme and rhythm. Get ready to vibe, learn, and discover the true essence of hip hop culture. Travelers, let's give a warm welcome to our girl Nsanity of Ruthless Killer Records, First Lady. And we on travelers. What's going on? Let's give a warm welcome to our girl Nsanity. RKR, Ruthless Killer Records in the building. Hey, let's go, gang. We working, all right? So, let's go ahead and hit them with that bounce and sing. Go. Bounce. Hey, let's go. How are you doing, love?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you having me today.
It's my pleasure, and I'm so excited. Like, this is like becoming a norm for me to like just do this every day. I've been talking about it for so long, been doing it for so many years, and now we're here.
Yes.
Welcome to Travelers Studio.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank
NWA, can't forget about them. But yes, we just gonna go, through and get to know you, put a stamp on it. Nsanity, we know that you are the first lady of Ruthless Killer Records, and it's my freaking honor to be here with you. And young lady, tell me more about yourself and what brought you here today.
Well, as you said, my name is Nsanity. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, 205. I represent everywhere, every time. And I'm a rapper, one of the hottest rappers coming out of Alabama right now. Really I'm just growing and working on some new music and getting out here and just establishing myself more as an artist. And as you said, I'm working with Ruthless Killer Records now. I just got signed to them. So we got some big stuff coming up. So I'm excited about everything.
Wow, that's amazing. And I see you working already. Like, you already got a single up under them. But before all of that, it's always been a lituation.
It's definitely been a lituation.
Okay. What unique challenges have you faced as a female rapper in the industry, and have you overcome them?
The challenges that I faced in the industry for being a female, and as far as overcoming them, I guess it's just being taken seriously, as a female artist. And, as a female, you have to kind of stand on business more so than men do. And it's just, right now, women are dominating the field. So it's just, just constantly working and just growing and everything.
Okay. How do you feel about the increasing representation of women in hip hop?
The representation of women in hip hop, I'm kind of going with the flow for everything. I feel like, everybody has their own style. You might not appeal to everybody, but it's all about, finding your market and what works for you and finding the people that support you. And if you don't support something or you don't, like something, don't just discredit it or, downplay it. Just, separate yourself from it. If it ain't your business, it just don't even worry about it. So.
All right. So with that, like, there is a lot of controversy, like when it comes to talent, you know what I mean? And a lot of people get upset about that. A lot of people get frustrated, like, man, they signing anybody. They just doing, whatever. So it is like, I get what you're saying, go turn the other cheek, but it's like hip hop is hip hop. So they always say we need to bring back the real hip hop, da da da. So it's like finding balance with it. But I agree with you though. Like if you don't rock with a certain type of music, just turn it off. Cause my mama hated when we was playing all that rap music. She'd turn on some gospel real quick,
Right. Right, and definitely that. And I get what you're saying too about the whole feeling like, like they signing anybody and stuff like that. But at that point, everything kind of just seeming like it's above us. It's out of our control. So
right, it is.
I can't hate on you just because, I feel like you might not have been as talented or, lyrical or just stuff like that. What you eat don't make me shit. So
facts. And the world would definitely be a better place if everybody adapt that mindset. For real, for real.
Right. What type of audience are you looking to connect with your music?
The audience that I'm looking to connect with is let's see. I'm for females, but my message, depending on, what song you listen to, it can resonate with men and it can resonate, with women. Sometimes I'm on my hood, I'm on my trap shit. Then sometimes, I'm feeling real sassy and I feel like a girl. I want to twerk, I want to dance. So, and that's one thing I can say about my music. It's versatile. It appeals to men and women and, to younger and older people.
That's what I like. Okay, versatile. You know what I mean? That's why when people be like, "Oh, you gotta find your audience." No, my audience is gonna find me. Okay.
What is the backstory behind the song "Dead to Me"?
The song "Dead to Me." The story behind that is just, a dude that I was dealing with at the time. It wasn't the best relationship, and it was just, kind of having to grow and just understand like people can die to you in other ways than actually, them leaving this earth. Sometimes you just gotta completely separate yourself from a situation. And that relationship just wasn't it was just bad. So that song was just my release, my official release from it.
It's done up. Got okay, message received. Me, I be trying to hold on to stuff, but God has his say so and everything. You know what I'm saying? Or even the universe, like if it's done, it's done. Like stop trying to hold on. Like period. How do you feel about how do you approach writing and creating music that empowers and uplifts women while still appealing to a broad audience?
Well, honestly and truly, I don't even look at the way I create my music. I don't necessarily look to appeal to any audience. The audience just kind of comes along with the music that I release because what it is for me, it's just my creative expression. And then when people hear it, they like it and they can vibe with it. So, and even with my music, it's empowering because it's just being able to create, being able to still express myself, being able to like just show women that you can go along and, you can still follow your dreams. You can still, have fun. You don't have to just, stop life for everything. Just keep going and just keep growing.
That's facts. I like that. Empowerment, positivity, uplifting, motivational, inspirational. You know what I mean? We all need that type of vibration in order for us to thrive. And I like that, Can you discuss the importance of collaboration in building a supportive network and a fellow female artist in the industry? And the hip hop?
I'm all for collaborating and even outside of just, collaborating with other artists. I like to collaborate with producers and, DJs. I'm all for, networking because it takes a team. It's not just like a one person thing, just doing all of this. Because everybody has their own group of people that follow behind them. They have their own audience. And so I know this DJ know 500 people that I don't know. This producer know however many people I don't know. And with me working with them and simply with their name being attached to it, you know, that's the opportunity for their fan base and mine to get, you know, exposed to something different. And then, you know, everybody get to decide from there, like, okay, maybe I do want to, you know, look into this person and see what they're about and stuff like that. So, and then as far as artists go, you know, of course that's gonna automatically be a given, but it just need to be understood that it can go further. It is more to just collaborating with artists. You got to look at every aspect of the industry.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Like I guess like what level or how much do you think a rising artist should collaborate with other artists? You know, do you think it should be like a one-time thing or like something that ongoing? You know, like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, for an example. They did the WAP project, you know what I mean?
Right.
And now they coming circling back around. Now they got the Bongo project. I think that's a great collaboration, but how much more longer, how many more times can they do that? Is like, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not even gonna say like that's something you can put a limit on, because look at how many Fast and Furious movies it is out there.
Right.
Like it's always something to build on, and if it's working for you and it's a good partnership, not just like business, but you actually work good together, you can constantly, you know, create that magic. So it's not really a number on it. It's just about, as long as it's working on the business aspect and, you know, it's something that works within those individuals.
Facts.
What is
Right.
your writing process in the studio?
My writing process in the studio.
How you figure she write in the studio? She might write in her bathroom or something. Dang.
It just all depends, because honestly, I'll go to the studio and I'll write in the studio if I'm like there with somebody else that's at the studio. But usually when I'm going to the studio to record, all my stuff is already written out. I ain't got to do nothing but go in and go in the booth and just, you know, record and everything. Because to me, like, I got ADHD. And I can't have a lot of sensory stuff going on around me. Like, if I'm trying to write, I need everybody quiet. I don't want a whole bunch of noise and stuff. And it's just, I focus better. But, you know, I don't know.
No, that's a great process. You know, like who can concentrate? You got to be some crazy lunatic that could concentrate and focus and read a book while there's so much chaos going around. You know,
Right.
I got to shut everything down, screens off, everything. Everybody
Right.
get out.
And it's been like that where I've been at the studio, and it's like 30 of us like at the studio, because it can be like something going on, so it's just a lot of people there, and then everybody like, all right, we finna jump on this together, we finna jump on this song together, you write a verse, everybody can sit in there and they can write their verse or whatever, and I got to leave out. I'm gonna go in a closet, I'm gonna go find me a quiet space, like I'm for real, and that's just what I do, because that's what worked for me.
Okay, I like that. So, can you share your thoughts on the impact of social media on your career as a female rapper? And how do you navigate the space, the online space, to engage?
Engaging through social media, as we all know, social media is like the biggest marketing tool, you know, right now. So it's just about, you know, using it to your advantage and stuff like that, taking advantage of all of the different social media platforms, and just understanding sometimes what work on one platform might not work on the other platform, and then you got to keep up your consistency. You got to constantly, you know, look to grow your audience, but don't necessarily, you know, be counting views and stuff like that. It's just about putting the content out, because eventually people gonna engage with you and everything like that. So
Right, you definitely have to adapt that mindset to keep your sanity. Insanity. For real, because you could drive yourself crazy. Like, oh, that person getting 19,000 likes and I only got 19. Like, that thing will drive you in the nut hole crazy house. So that's why social media has definitely switched it up. Like, you could turn off the number of likes people could see. And I think that's a great idea. You know, it definitely tarnished and damaged a lot of people' mental health, which is crazy. You know, even me today, still, I have some type of control and discipline, but I'm always scrolling on social media. If I'm, you know, but I had to catch myself, like, all right, I need to shut this down. You know,
Right.
like even when I create stuff, like right now, I'm putting out stuff and this dope shit that I'm putting out. I'm find myself going back every 10 seconds to see like who engaged and who.
Yeah, and it's really just a process. And because how I had to tell myself, like, of course, everything, no matter what you do, is gonna start at zero. From the second you post that video, it's gonna start at zero. And just because you posted something now, sometimes it can be a year later before it really catch on, and you can have 1,000 views on it a year from now, and then the next day you can have 1,000,000 views just like that.
Right.
And so that's another reason, like, I stopped going back and I would take stuff down, like, oh, you know, they didn't get enough views and stuff, so let me go ahead and take it down. Nope, because eventually, once that fan base gets to where it need to be, people gonna go back, they gonna check your work, you know, they want to see you, so they even see your growth over time. So
Right, especially when your name start ringing. Oh, I heard your name before. So they start liking stuff back in 2016. I'm like,
Exactly.
hey, you went all the way back. I'm glad I left it up because now it paid off, you know?
And then all it takes is that, who cares if only 100 people saw it? Because it can be that one person in that 100 people that can just change your whole everything. So, you know.
Now that's facts.
So what do you do in your downtime when you're not in the studio?
When I'm not in the studio, how I am now, I'm just trying to, you know, focus on my growth as just a person in general. So I'm all about being productive. I don't like to, you know, necessarily waste time. So if I'm not in the studio, I can be sitting down, like, just writing just other stuff about myself, or trying to meditate, or working out. I'm really big on reading. Even if I'm not reading, I can be doing something else, but I'm listening to an audio book, you know, just different business stuff. And then, you know, of course, I got to have fun. So I'm all for, you know, going out with my girls, us having a good time, maybe take a little trip or something like that. You know, we balling, we can put it on the floor too.
Okay, get me lit. So can you share like any upcoming projects or collaboration that your fans could look forward to?
Yes, so I just dropped my single Bounce, so they can definitely look out for that. That's streaming on all platforms. I'm getting ready to do a video for that song as well, so that's something else to be on the lookout for. I got a couple of shows getting ready to come up in Atlanta, and also next month I'll end up doing a showcase with iHeartRadio, because I did win their Heart in the Mix showcase a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, for real? You won?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, I did.
you and Breezy. Okay, I can see y'all RKR in the building.
Okay, right. Ruthless Killer Records. Don't play with it. The big one.
Period.
But
That's what's up. Word. So are you shooting a video in Atlanta?
the location hasn't been set yet, but 9 times out of 10, that's where it will be in Atlanta.
Okay, so what is your creative process like when it comes to like your creative idea when shooting a video? Like, you know, Bounce, for instance. Like, what, you ain't gotta give me all the details, but how do you go about figuring out how you want each scene, or any video man in there? Like, how do you go about figuring out that scenery for that video? Because I always try to figure out, like, is the artist how much of your hands? Yeah. So like for you, like how much input for an example, you did the Forever Freestyle. So how much input did you have in that? That was the only video I saw. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, for my videos, I come up with my own treatment for my videos and stuff like that. Of course, I get like the input from, you know, production and everybody else that's, you know, along with the team. But for the most part, I come up with the idea, and then, you know, they plug in, you know, little like small details that I wouldn't think about. You know, like a little slow motion here, or we're going to really focus on this part, like, you know, but I can say like, okay, I want to do this scene, or like I want to have this to be, you know, the background and stuff like that. So my input in it is just almost basically 100%, but they do, you know, the more technical part of it.
Okay.
If you had one artist in this whole world that you would love to do a song with, who would it be?
I'm like Lil Baby biggest fan.
Ooh, she loves her little baby. Oh, let me get this. Let us see this feature. Little Baby feature Insanity. Oh,
But it's not like no fan groupie, but like I just respect his artistry. Like
right.
You know, I feel like we can work really good together and like just like in a cool way. Cause I don't, you know, I ain't never just mixed business, you know, with players. So it ain't like no fangirl crush like that. I just
Thanks for clarifying.
right,
Okay, but not like, you know, Lil Baby ain't as cheap as like he used to when he first started. I heard that his features used to be like 5,000 a feature, but now it's like 250K. You ready for that?
We get there. We
get it. All right, we counting up as we speak, travelers. You heard?
Right. And then by at that point, we're gonna get a feature just off the face card. We ain't gonna have to worry about all that.
Okay, talk that. Manifest that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, just make sure I'm there at the video. I could be that fly on the wall, you know, do my little blog.
Be like, I told you, come on, fly out here.
Hey, I can't wait, girl. All right, so that's all the questions I have for you today. Mike, you want to, you know, close it out?
Oh, I'm all good. It's all good.
Okay, so that's the question for that segment. We're gonna do like the 3 flyaway questions, and we're gonna close it out. Baby girl. So what is how far is too far for you when it comes to like any of your music business, your business and music, like shooting a video, a song? You know, how far is too far for you, especially being signed to a record label now?
I'm a little confused. What you mean, like, by how far is too far?
Like boundaries for you, like, you know, because you know record labels be saying having artists do crazy things that they not normally doing and they don't really stand for. So like for you, like how far is too far, like for you?
I'm not gonna do anything that I feel like just disrespects myself, you know, and how I feel about that may be different from how somebody else feels, but I'm just not going to, you know, do something that just makes me uncomfortable or that I feel like it's just, you know, for me, morally wrong or something like that. So.
Okay, got you. So when you said you move bricks like Legos, like you really be stacking Legos out here, sis? You be at Legoland?
Ooh.
But yeah. But that you ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta. You know, I was just trying to let you know when I heard that verse. What song was that? Dang.
I believe that's Pull Up.
Okay, Pull Up. That was Pull Up. I was like, oh shit, sis, like that. All right, that's my quote for today. We you know what I mean? We building bricks. We building bridges. We out here moving, like grinding. We signed to record labels. Record labels about to pick up TV shows and stuff. Like it's up.
All of that is definitely up. We definitely grinding, and I'm so excited for everything.
Okay. I kind of heard some lingo in one of your songs, right? So like, are you opposed with working with like a Ruby or you know, like doing you know what I'm talking about, right?
You said, hold on, say that one more time.
Like a Ruby, you know what a Ruby is?
Wait, because I was thinking you was talking about like a person, so you're gonna have to elaborate.
Oh, okay. So like a Ruby Red, like you know what I mean? Because I you know, you was like cackalaking and all that, so you know, so I'm like, are you like, would you work with Billy B, Cardi B type? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So when you said Ruby, I thought you meant like Ruby Rose and like you.
But I believe they like that too. I think she you know what I mean? So
yeah, but no, I work. You know, it's business, and you know, it's a craft, so it's ways to handle everything.
True. Okay, that's what's up. So pretty much like jet blue. You know, jet blue is like blue and red. You know what I'm saying? Coming together type. You know, so you with the shits. All right. So it was dead to me. I knew you as a bitch if I fucked you before we started dating. Tell me like your story behind that. Tell me give us a little substance behind this line here.
Let me see. I'm trying to think about exactly. I know this ended to me, and I'm trying to think about exactly how that line went. But regardless, it was about, just me not necessarily me jumping ahead of what the situation should have been, and me not being given or shown my worth, and it was just.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I put this quote on a piece of paper. Like, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It's like, dang, sometimes we don't want to go through all that. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to be seen with you. I like that part. That song you was like, yo, low key. It was low key.
Oh,
yeah, we be rumbling and twisting and stringing in the sheets, but when you see me in these streets,
don't speak.
Okay. It's motherfucking insanity. We finna bounce up out of here. We're gonna bounce in, bounce out, bounce up, bounce down. We lit. It's a lituation. Make sure you guys stream her singles, her project on Spotify called Lituation. Go check out Forever Freestyle as well. Our girl Insanity is in the building. She doing her thing. It's a RKR Travelers type vibe. We got our co-host Michael Hilson in the building. I appreciate you guys for showing up and looking fabulous. Okay. Thank you so much, Insanity. I really appreciate you for this one right here. And I'll chop it up with you, and I'll be sending you everything like we talked about earlier. And we're going to keep it pushing. You have a great day with the babies.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. And just to let y'all know, you can follow me on all social media platforms at The Real Nsanity. That's Nsanity, Nsanity. Why without the first I? Because I ain't seeing these hoes. Let's do it.
Period. And you can find me, you guys, travelers, at _TRVLRS on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to Travelers TV 7189 because this is where this episode is going to be aired at. And the next one. All right? And we out.